Welcome to Medicare School Daily, where we help you understand Medicare, save money, avoid mistakes, and above all else, get the most out of your Medicare benefits. Now, today's topic is understanding the Medicare Part B penalty and how to avoid it. Now, when you go on Medicare, you'll be issued a Medicare card, of course, and original Medicare is divided into two parts. Part A is called hospital, Part B is called medical. I've already dealt with the topic of penalties associated with Part A, hospitalization, but today's topic is dealing with the penalties that come with Medicare Part B. Now, first I want to address those of you who won't get penalized for Part B, because there are many people who are not going to be penalized. The first group are those that are going to come into Medicare during what we call the initial enrollment period. We use the acronym IEP. And anyone who is going to start Medicare, notice, at 65 is going to come into Medicare using the initial enrollment period. Now, this is anyone who is not working or their spouse is not working. This is when you must come into Medicare during this 7-month period of time. That is 3 months before your 65th birth month, the month you turn 65, and then 3 months after. So 3 months before, month of, 3 months after. During that 7-month period of time, we're going to come into Medicare. And when we come in during this initial enrollment period, we are not penalized for A or for B. Now, the second group of people that will not be penalized are those that are going to come in during what is called the special enrollment period. We use the acronym SEP. Now, this special enrollment period is going to be used by those that didn't start Medicare at 65 because their spouse were still working, and so they delayed taking Medicare. So this is anyone who is 65 plus, their spouse kept working. And then when they retire, and that could be at 66 or 69, 72, 83, doesn't matter, but you're going to come into Medicare using the special enrollment period. Now, that special enrollment period actually goes from 8 months from when the employment ends. So from when the employment ends, we have 8 months to come in. That's called the special enrollment period. Now, just from a practical standpoint, I want you to realize that hardly anyone would take all 8 months. In fact, most people are going to start their Medicare as soon as their retirement begins. So the last day at work, the coverage is over, and then you want Medicare to begin. But officially, from the employment end date, we have 8 months to come in. And so if we come in during that 8-month period, anytime after the employment ends, using the SEP, we will not be penalized at all for taking Part B during those particular months. So who is it that will get a penalty for Part B? Anyone who uses the third enrollment period, which is called the general enrollment period. We use the acronym GEP. So we have missed the IEP, we missed the SEP, and this is the only way we can come in now. But with this particular enrollment period, there are problems. Number one problem is we can only enroll the first quarter of the year. So if someone realizes they made a mistake in April or May or June, July thereafter, they're going to have to wait till the next year to enroll into Medicare because this general enrollment period is only open the first quarter of the year. The second problem is then our coverage is also delayed. So though I enrolled the first quarter, my coverage doesn't begin, notice, until the beginning of the third quarter, right? So my coverage is now delayed. But here's the worst problem, and that was now there's going to be a penalty. So for every 12 months I go without Medicare Part B when I should have had it, now I'm going to pay a 10% penalty every single year. And the problem with that penalty is it is a lifetime penalty. So if I go without Part B, for 1 year, I pay a 10% penalty added to my Part B premiums for the rest of my life. I go without 2 years, it's a 20% penalty added to my Part B premiums for the rest of my life. And so we want to enroll into Medicare at the right time. The initial enrollment period, special enrollment period, no penalties. We use the general enrollment period, we will have to pay penalties for the rest of our life. Thanks so much for watching. We understand how difficult making the right Medicare decisions can be. To take the next step, watch our full course at MedicareSchool.com or schedule a free one-on-one call with a certified Medicare school guide who can answer your questions, compare plan options, and help you get enrolled into the proper plans. Go to MedicareSchool.com to get started. To learn more, watch the related video or check out our most recent video. Also, be sure you click to subscribe for free and get notified every time we post a new video. To watch our complete Medicare workshop, go to MedicareSchool.com. And finally, when you're ready to compare all your insurance options and get free enrollment help from one of our Medicare school guides, call the number on the screen. See you next time.